Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, called Haloyam, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutation to you sincere Akim out there spreading His truth throughout the four corners of the globe in righteousness and sincerity, starting with the elders and apostles on down. Real fast, I want to bring out this article. The title's right there. It speaks for itself. Scientists get the green light to resurrect the dead with stem cells. Now, I'm going to go into various sources. I'm going to get into definitions, scriptures, and basically proving that this is necromancy, man. This is necromancy right now. Esau is full-fledged bringing out all his wickedness, out in the open, man. He's bringing out the necromancers. Says Minds BioCort, a biotech company based in the United States or Babylon, has been given the go-ahead to begin research on 20 brain-dead patients in an attempt to stimulate and regrow neurons and literally bring the patient back from the dead. The techniques is a new and untested, so the study will likely be controversial. By implanting the stem cells in the patient's brain, in addition to treating the spinal cord with infusions of chemicals and nerve stimulation techniques, both of which have been shown to bring people out of a coma. They hope to reboot the brain and jumpstart the neural activity. The result could be people coming back to life. That's Esau trying to be like the Most High, man. There is much evidence that this will work, though there is one well-known neurological researcher and a member of the American Academy of Neurology, Dr. Calixto Machado, who is involved with the study as a panel expert. BioCorp CEO Ira Pastor said that to undertake such a complex initiative, we are combining biological regenerative medical tools with other existing medical devices typically used for stimulation of the central nervous system in patients with other severe disorders of consciousness. We hope to see results within the first 2 or 3 months. He added, it is a long-term vision of ours that a full recovery in such patients is a possibility, although that is not the focus of this first study. It's a bridge to the eventuality, all right? So basically, that's necromancy, man. We're going to bring out the definition.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 393. It's the entry for the word necromancy or necromancer. Necromancy was a form of witchcraft and was considered as one of the black or diabolical arts. Etymologically, the term signifies conversing with the dead for purposes of consolation or divination. The Mosaic Law sternly forbade such a practice, Deuteronomy 18, chapter 10th verse and 11th verse. The most familiar case in the Bible is that of King Saul and the witch of Endor in 1 Samuel 28th chapter, verse 7 to 25.
And we brung that out, did a video, bringing that out, man. That actual case, that was a form of witchcraft, because February is a big, February is one of the biggest months for witchcraft. The birthstone for February is purple amethyst stone, and it's spiritual because we had that demon on the common board is purple amethyst stone, and that is the one of the most powerful stones that they use for divination. That's why when you go to like even if anybody ever went to the Liberty Science Center, they got the hugest, biggest purple amethyst stone, man. It's all witchcraft, man. It's all the black arts, rather, the school of Shatan or the school of the devil. You know what I'm saying? You could bring that Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter, the 10th verse. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer.
You see, or a necromancer, and it's not like it's not for coincidence. That's the last name on the list, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the last name on the witch, man. And I'm gonna go into this book right here, King James, Demonology, and he actually wrote this book, Demonology, exposing these people that actually partake in these arts, man. And it's in the form of a conversation. So I'm gonna go to chapter 3. This is chapter 3 of the argument. The signification and etymologies of the word magi, and necromancy, the difference between necromancy and witchcraft, what are the interests and beginnings that bring any to the knowledge thereof. So this guy is the one that's actually seeking the understanding of it. He said, I will gladly first hear what things is it that ye call magi or necromancy. So King James replied, this word magi in the Persian tongue imports as much as to be an contemplator select, or interpreter of divine and heavenly sciences. Like, man, that science, Esau science is actually the devil's messing with Satan magic. That's the witchcraft, man. It says, which being first used amongst the Chaldees. And you also know that Esau, he wasn't the one to create this, man. He wasn't the one, he's not the creator of anything, man. He just researches stuff and finds stuff out, or, or steal it, take it, try to make it his. It says, through their ignorance of the true divinite, was esteemed and reputed amongst them as a principal virtue, and therefore was named unjustly with an honorable style, which name the Greeks imitated. So that's Esau right there, the Greeks, from the time Alexander the Greek he was in power, that's Esau right there. Greeks going into the Roman to the kingdom we're in now, great daughter of Babylon, America, man. So this when these Greeks started imitating those arts, man. It says general importing all these kinds of unlawful arts, because we just read in Deuteronomy in the law that this is forbidden, it's abomination, man. It says in this world, necromancy is a Greek word compounded of necron and manti, which is to say the prophesy by the dead, because that's what they do, especially those who they what you want to call it, the people who do autopsies, morticians. They open up those bodies, man, and they do rituals, and they have the dead actually speak to them, man, to let them know what happened to them, man. And that's what the case was with Saul, when he had got the witch, and they brought back Samuel from the dead, man. And Samuel told Saul off, man. It says this last name is given to this black, they want to call us black, but they're the real black ones. Look, the Greeks imitated this, man. Esau, Edomites, they imitated this, man.
Still do.
They still doing. They doing it now. That was, it says it's showing you right there in that article. To this black and unlawful science, Esau love his science, by the figure Synodeki, because it is a principal part of that art to serve themselves with dead carcasses in their divinations. Esau is crazy, man. It's wicked as all hell. And this is old, man. This is, they people been had the knowledge of this, understanding that this necromancy and this witchcraft, this is real occupations. People do this day in and day out, man, dealing with dead bodies. So the guy asks, he says, what difference is there between this art and witchcraft? Says, surely the difference vulgar between them is very merry in a manner true, for they say that the witches are servants only and slaves to the devil, but the necromancers are his masters and commanders. So the guy was like, yo, how can that be true? Any man being specially addicted to this service can be his commanders? King James replied, yeah, they may be, but it is only secondary. So they have the thought in their mind that they're commanding Satan. But guess what? Satan works for who? The Most High. So they're actually being deceived. And it tells you in the book of Obadiah, the pride of Esau deceived them, you know? It says, for it is not by any power that they can have over him. So they can't have power over Satan. They think they control him. They, and Satan is on their hand, and they do get power on the left hand side, not knowing that. Look, that Satan works for the Almighty, powerful, the all powerful, man. Says, but only as he grants it. So only as Satan grants it. So they asking Satan to do something. Satan has to go back to the Most High and have it ordained. That's how it works. The Most High, if you could get that, brother, the Most High create good and evil. Matter of fact, was it Isaiah 45:7? Yeah, get that real fast. Because that's just to prove, man, people get messed up by thinking that the Most High isn't in control, he isn't the almighty power, or they think that the Most High doesn't create good and evil. You know what I'm saying? You got it, brother, if you got it.
It's Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things.
That's right. And that's what it says here. And all through the book, it has that understanding. Like King James don't go off like as far as I read this all the way through. He actually quotes scriptures all through this book too, man. You know what I'm saying? And it goes straight with the scriptures, man. It says basically can't have no power over Satan, but only as he grants it. And the Most High grants Satan the power. So it says, ordinarily, whereby he obliges himself in some trifles to them, Salakia, that he may, on the other part, obtain the fruition of their body and soul, which is the only thing he hunts for. So they seeking for power for Satan, but Satan is overall seeking their body and their soul, you know? And that's why we don't fear man. We fear the Most High that could destroy the body and soul, because it's the Most High that gets the credit for Satan even destroying anybody's body and soul, man. Matter of fact, you could get that on Matthew 10:28.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
That's right. And who said that right there in those scriptures is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who the world England call God and Jesus Christ, man. And he says, fear him who could kill the body and the soul in hell, man. And and hell is we're in hell, man. A lower state, a lower state, straight like that. And in this America, we're actually in hell, man. Esau is in heaven because he's in rulership, but we're in hell. So it's saying that he's talking to us right in this scripture, but understanding that the power that is bestowed upon Satan, it comes from the Most High, man. That's all I'm gonna bring out for right here. I'm not gonna go into deep into it, but yeah, man, just let you know that Satan is out here, Esau's out here trying to bring these people back to life, man, using stem cells. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.